First of all, let's study about what is word formation. In linguistic, word formation is the process of making a new word. It can be done by changing the verb into noun or from noun into adjective. This is the process of forming words by combining, cutting, summarizing, or borrowing from the other language to change the form of the word from the origin. In general, the process of word formation is a way to compose two words from existing words based on several linguistic rules. And the process of forming a word will be productive if it can be used and produce a new word. In this case, there are several ways to apply word formation in one word. There are name formation. The first is courage, second is borrowing, and then combining, blending, clipping, word formation, conversion, acronym, and the last derivation. The first word formation is courage. Courage is one of the least common processes of word formation in English. Is courage that is the invention of totally new term and the formation of new word by mentioning the brand. For example, mentioning of the word toothpaste by Pepsodent or water pump by saying Sanya. It is not the object name but the name of the brand. Because of a custom, it is often called the name of the brand. And the second is borrowing. Borrowing is one of the most common source of keyword in English is the process labeled borrowing, that is taking over of words from other language. The English language has adopted a vast number of words from other languages. Let us see some English words which are borrowed from other language. For example, the word of algebra that is from Arabian, and the next is pizza, it is from Italian, and the last is paprika, it is from Hungarian. And the third is compounding. Compounding is a word formation process that joining two separate words to produce or create a single form. Common English compounds are known with non-compound. Example, note and book become notebook. An adjective with non-compound. Example, blue and berry become blueberry. The fourth is blending. Blending is the combination of two separate forms to produce a single new term. However, blending is typically accomplished by taking only the beginning of one word and joining it to the end of the other word, as the blended word breakfast and lunch became brunch. Information and entertainment become infotainment. And let me see another example of blending. There is class and crash become class. And then back formation is a very special type of reduction process, typically a word of one type, usually a noun, is reduced to form a word of another type, usually a verb. Example of back formation, the word of intuit is verb to intuition is noun. The word of automate is verb to automation is noun. The next word formation is clipping. Clipping is the word formation process in which a word is reduced shortened without changing the meaning of the word. Clipping differs from back formation that the two words retains the meaning of the original word. The clipping comes in four basic varieties. First, back. Clipping is when the back half of the word is deleted. For example, of the clipping is photograph become photo. Second, for clipping is when the beginning of the word is deleted. For example, telephone become phone. And third, made clipping is when the beginning and the end of the word is clipped to form a new word. For example, influenza become flu. Plus compound clipping, much rather this involves clipping more than one word to form a new word. The best example I can think of is telegram taken from the phrase cable telegraph. The next is acronym. Acronyms are a keyword form from the initial letter of set of other words. This can be formed such as CD is compact disc, PCR is video cassette recorder, ATM is automatic teller machine, PIN personal identification number. The last is derivation. We have now dealt with what is by far the most common performance process to be found in the production of the new English word. The examples are affix and yes, privilege and other affix. Example of derivation in grammatical form translate the derivation. For example, appear become disappear. This is affix and appear is verb. And down to non example, brain become passive. Brain is done and sip in affix. Verb to adjective example, verb become boring. Bird is verb and ing is affix. So this word change result in a change in the meaning and form of the sentence.